Former President Donald Trump will soon make a trip down to the U.S.-Mexico border. This comes just days after VP Kamala Harris visited the border city of El Paso. But Trump's visit is already expected to look much different. KCAU 9's Anna Wernicke is in Washington with more.
Good evening. Donald Trump's last trip as president was to South Texas to take a look at the progress of his administration's border wall. And now this week, he'll be returning to the border for the first time since leaving office. Donald Trump is returning to the southern border, this time as an ex-president.
It signals to the rest of the country that he actually still cares. He's not the president. He's not in a position of government.
Trump will visit Weslaco on Wednesday, where he'll be joined by Texas Governor Greg Abbott and a dozen House Republicans, including Texas Congressman August Pfluger.
He wants to go down there and offer his expertise and his solutions to a governor who is actually trying to do the right thing and is doing the right thing to secure our communities.
The trip will look very different from Vice President Kamala Harris's visit on Friday, where Harris met with migrants at a processing center at the other end of the Texas border in El Paso. Former President Trump took credit for Harris's trip, saying in a statement, "If Governor Abbott and I weren't going there next week, she would have never gone."
It was always the plan to come here.
Trump's trip comes a little more than a week after Governor Abbott announced plans to use state funds to continue building the border wall that the Trump administration started. It's a project Texas Democratic Congressman Lloyd Doggett calls a waste of money.
The idea that Governor Abbott will return to Trump's wall is ridiculous. It will be only a token amount of contribution. It will be using state funds that could be better used to help Texans on this side of the border.
The former president is expected to visit a Texas Department of Public Safety facility first and then go take a tour of part of the border barrier. In Washington, I'm Anna Wernicke. Back to you.